So we're gonna go into some kind of last resort, last option kind of defense. Guys in on single leg. And again, obviously good position, head up, hips, and back straight. We say if we've done all that we can, we bumped into him and he's just got a grip, he's just got a gorilla grip on him. And so what I want to do, what I still want to do is, I still want to be able to wrestle in the position, right? So we're coming into him, we're driving in, I'm still hooking this shoulder underneath in his armpit here. I'm pushing down here. But what I want to do is I want to get him below my knee. Okay? I want to get him below my knee because I'm hoping that I can bait him into making a mistake. And that's what we want to do. We want to bait him into making a mistake. And these are our kind of last resort, last option. He's just in really good position. It's hard to get my position here. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to my wizard position. I'm lifting up here. I'm going to take this block here, and I'm going to try to push this below the knee, get that below the knee here. And I'm actually going to wrestle from this position, right? So I'm wrestling from this position, and say we get to around about here, okay? So if it's the case that he works back up, he gets his lock above, my knee, and I'm now in like a bit of a tripod position. Now he's starting to come up. Now what I want to do, and again, this is a very last resort kind of thing, but if it's a case that you can work this out, then great, more power to you. Here's the first little segment. I'm actually gonna have a little bit of a square stance here. I'm actually gonna put this hand down here. Now, normally what happens is he gets to his feet. If he gets to his feet here, and I'm resting here, now I'm gonna take hands here, okay? Now watch what I do. Now I'm forcing him to now, all right, he's thinking I need to split hands in order to capture both legs. As he starts splitting the hands, I'm gonna grab that hand. And now I'm gonna step back to cut and turn away. This really works better if he works to his feet. So it really works better if he works to his feet. You are still gonna have to wrestle through this position. I'm still trying to break position. I'm still trying to do my base defense. Bumping him, getting that head down, laces to the mat, squaring up, pushing at the hip, pulling at the elbow. I still want to do my base defense, but if it's the case that, man, guys just are really, really strong, say if the case maybe he shoots his single right away and he comes right up to his feet. When he comes to his feet, let's go ahead and rotate this way. When he comes to his feet, what I want to do is I want to get away. I want to slide I want to get my leg away from him. Kind of like our little limp leg where we kind of kick our leg out. I want to get a little bit away from him. And watch what I do, guys. While he's down at that low ankle, I'm just going to put my hands a little bit down. I'm just baiting him. This is just a little bait situation here. Okay? And again, at some point in time, he's either going to break that lock here and reach for my foot or look to climb up even. Maybe, yeah, exactly. And boom, this is where we're going to catch him here. We're going to grab that wrist and we're going to hold that, and now we're going to cut and turn. Now we're going to cut and turn away. And so it's kind of a last resort. Maybe bait him in there. You're almost playing like, you're playing possum a little bit. You're playing possum a little bit there, okay? Again, he gets up to his feet. I'm still fighting from this position. What's going to be really key is holding this wizard position here. As I'm holding this wizard position, I want to get him down to those ankles here because I want him to climb back up. I want him to climb up up this leg here. So again, as I get to here, I want to get my hands down. He's going to start climbing up the leg. As he does so, I'm going to catch this from coming up to my hip. I'm going to catch this from coming up to my hip. Even if it's a case that he's lower and he goes to my ankle, I can still catch this and pull it up. Okay? As I do that, I'm going to start driving back into him, cut and turn, and be ready to wrestle there. Our other kind of last resort piece, this is more of like a flexibility kind too. we're going to wrestle back into him. We're going to get away from him, but then we're going to wrestle back into him. And so here's what this is going to look like, guys. We're, again, going to keep our wizard here. We're going to keep our wizard position. We're going to go back to that limp knee, that limp leg, limp knee. So I want to get my knee down to the mat here. I want to get here in this position. But watch what I do, guys. Watch what I do. If I know that he's going to keep a good lock or keep a solid lock here, if I know that he's holding on in good position here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to push at that lock again, and I actually want to extend this. I actually want to extend this back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wrestle from this position. I actually have my heel up here, and then I'm going to wrestle here to these wrists. I want to grab these wrists here. As I get to his wrist, now I can drive back into him, pop my leg out here. So again, he's in on that single leg. I want to bring him down to the mat here, and watch what I do, guys. You don't necessarily need to pop down to that lock, but you need to push away in some way here. Now he's adjusted. Now I'm wrestling back into him. Now I'm away from him in this position, guys. I'm away from him in this position. Now, yes, if you're a little bit more flexible, it's going to be a little easier for you. I'm not the most flexible, but I put myself in this position enough times that I feel comfortable enough where I can wrestle in here from this position, okay? Now, again, he's holding on to this leg. He's just trying, I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to create some space here. And I'm creating space because I know as soon as I start creating space, he's going to want to tighten up. He's going to want to get tight on it. Yep. And as soon as he tightens up on it, that's when I go into those hands. I'm going to grab those wrists. I'm going to pull out those hands, popping out, covering the head. So, again, this is all, you got to bait guys into this stuff. You have to bait them into this stuff. The illusion that I'm creating here is I'm down and that I'm just getting away here. Now all of a sudden he's like, oh, I gotta freaking tighten up. And as soon as he starts tightening up, then I start driving back into him. And if it's the case that you're still gonna have to fight here, and nothing's gonna come easy, but I'm gonna get these wrists, I'm gonna drive into him, drive, try to get that leg out, pop that leg out, finish him for a headlock, try to score my points. Now, here's another situation that can occur, right? He gets in, I'm pushing away, he tightens up here. Maybe it's the case that he keeps his head up. Starts going towards that knee, and there it is. And he starts going in towards that knee. Now listen, this for me is not a great position, right? He starts driving into this, he starts circling, now he's got the takedown here. I don't want to be there. So as soon as he does that, I gotta get his head down. I gotta get his head down, and I'm actually driving my knee over his shoulder here. Okay? Drive my knee over his shoulder here. This way. So you guys can see it. So again, we've just extended our leg out, right? We've extended our leg out. He's tightening up here. He's tightened up here, and now I drive into him, and his head is going into here. I really don't want this. This is playing too much on my hip. It's gonna lock me out, and then I'm not gonna have the mobility that I need. Taking that hand, I'm gonna drive. It could be right hand, could be left hand. I don't think it really matters. Either way, I just need to get his head down. I'm gonna drive my knee over his shoulder. Driving my knee over his shoulder here. This is where I want to be here. And I'm up on my toes here. I am up on my toes here. I don't want to be with my heel to the mat. I want to be up on my toes here, okay? I want to cover this position. All right, so again, we've just gone from single leg above the knee. We pushed away. We've extended our knee out. Keeping him away, right? Keeping him at distance. Now he tightens up. When he tightens up, we drive back into him. We get to those wrists. Once you get to those wrists, he's gonna adjust, right? He's gonna adjust. He's gonna get his head up. He's gonna start driving into that. All right. As he starts driving into that, we don't want to concede to this. We don't want to concede this position. I want to take that head and I want to drive over. I want to drive over that shoulder. I want to drive over this shoulder here, okay? As I start driving over the shoulder, what's going to start to happen is my heel's going to come up, and I'm actually going to fall off and get my weight off to this side here. Taking that foot, finding that armpit, taking, finishing behind. Wrestling in here, I'm trying to get off, it's just really hard. I'm just gonna kick away. Now, he's forced to tighten up on it. He's gotta tighten up on it. I'm gonna keep saying, tighten up on it. I'm driving into him. He readjusts, yes. Now take that head, pop that underneath, driving that knee outside of that shoulder here, covering here. You might grab an ankle, you might grab near ankle, you might grab far ankle, whatever works for you. And watch what I do again. Watch what I do with my foot, taking this foot, putting it around the armpit. You gotta cover this side though. That's really key. My leg is still heavy. My leg is still heavy here. My knee is still down. I'm still blocking this position off. Holding that hip. And then rotating down. It's a good position there.